So my name's Angela Stevens, and many of you know me as Angelina Sauber, which is my stage name. And I am here with Michael Johnson, who is a dear friend of mine, but he's also the executive producer of Baldknobber, the true vigilante film.
I don't have a stage name.
Oh.
No, it's just mine.
Okay, you just threw me off there. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, no, we're good friends, and we just wanted to give you a little bit of background on how this all happened. So what's funny is today's a Saturday, and he's actually helping me do a shoot for a company that I own. I own 3 businesses. I only need, and I act. So it's
3 businesses, a husband, a
I'm
son.
really, my husband's co-founder. My son is a co-founder. It's a, you would think we need a hobby or something, but anyway, we just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of feedback on how we have worked together for so many years. We've become very good friends, but we didn't know each other when we first started out. You want to say how we first met?
Angela was about 14 when I first met.
I love that. That would make me how old now?
19.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, yeah.
No, we met about coming on 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was all because of the motion picture Baldknobber. We knew we were going to need a lot of actors to tell that story.
Mm-hmm.
So we had an open audition at the Oak Ridge Boys Theater in Branson, Missouri. And Angela had sent me a headshot and a bio ahead of time. And so I was kind of looking for her when she took her turn on stage. And so, I mean, she had a lot of credits on the projects that she's done in film. And so I was looking forward to seeing her do the audition. Well, once she began to go through the routine of the scene, it was no question between Curtis and I that she was what we know. We wanted her to play the wife of Nathaniel Kinney, and Nathaniel Kinney was played by Mel Barber. Well, Angela just is a natural in front of the camera. Most of the time she doesn't even need a script. She can just run with it. But so, and run and run and run.
Well,
but that's how you got the job.
Yeah.
And then what other job you got? We promoted you.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So what happened was I was so honored and so flattered that they would choose me, and so we started and we did this film, and I think they thought I was organized, which is. Look at you!
I forgot you could see that.
I could just feel it behind me. Anyway, they thought I was organized, but I think it's because I had a business and I knew a lot of people in the LA area. That not that made a big difference, but
no. But the deal about you is you kick open doors verbally. I mean, she's not shy. And if she has something she wants to tell you or inform you about, she will pick up that phone or she will open that door, and she won't back off or take no for an answer until she gets all the information she needs. So she was perfect for us to be our sort of out front person.
Well, we're not getting there yet. So anyway, so they make me an associate producer, right? And so we go on all of these sets, and I had no idea what I was walking into because that was how many actors? 80 actors, 200 horses, right?
200 riders and horses, and 500 extras, and we shot at 46 locations.
Yeah, and honestly, I met some of the coolest people I've ever met, and I learned so much about the history of the Baldknobbers, and I thought I knew, but I didn't. Even after it was finished and we had our premiere, it was exciting to see the whole story come together. And Michael does a great job. He's a storyteller, and he does a great job of putting it all together. So if you haven't seen the movie, I encourage you to do so. But what was interesting, and this is my favorite part of my story, is after we get this done, so we're done, and he's an amazing editor, and he gets it all done, and then he says, we need to get it distributed. And I said, yeah, you need to get it distributed.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Angela,
get on that. And nobody kind of raised their hand. And so honestly, just because I know how much time and effort Michael put into this, and I know the time that he put in, the sacrifices, not only financially, but time with his family, he put in so much. I couldn't let him down. I just couldn't let him down.
Another point to that, though, is if you remember when we had the premiere for Baldknobber, 3 days before the premiere, we had 300 tickets sold for a 2,000-seat auditorium.
That was so exciting.
And I was beginning to get panicky over that. So Angela took the ball and ran with it, and within 24 hours, the media picked up on it and began to talk about it. And by the night of Baldknobber premiere, we had live media interviews there from the television stations. We had newspapers there. And so just in the space of like 24 to 48 hours, she kicked it in, so I knew you could kick in doors in California.
Okay, is that how? No,
That's how.
My passion, honestly, in life is helping people, and I just, people depended on him so much, and they were, people were encouraging him, but there were people that were doubting him, and I just couldn't let that happen. And so I knew some people in the local media, and we had the best premiere. It was so exciting.
It was fun.
And the funny story about that is that we would watch, and I don't think it was a longer
2
longer
hours
film.
and 45 minutes.
I don't think I saw, but maybe 1 or 2 people get up and use the restroom during the whole time.
That's how we measured whether they were interested in the film. I waited to see how many would go to the restroom.
Yeah.
And in 2 hours and 45 minutes, if you don't go, then you like the film.
Yeah, exactly.
So I felt better.
So we get the premiere done, and that's awesome. And then so they asked me if I would help them get it distributed. Well, of course, I have a child and I work, and I was like, okay, and I tried, and I got to tell you, I called a lot of people, and I had a lot of no's, and I had a lot of, wouldn't call me back, and that was really frustrating, really, because I was not going to let that happen. And so I'll never forget it. One day we got this email from an amazing broker, and he sent me an email, and he said, wow, he said, what an amazing film for somebody like Michael Johnson to do that was on an independent film with no budget. That's so impressive, and congratulations to all the crew. And I immediately called Curtis Copeland and Michael, and I said, if nothing comes from this, I want to read you this email and
we made her read it 3 times. So.
I did. Congratulations to you on that. And so it was really exciting. But then after that, we kind of didn't know what was going to happen. So we signed that contract with the salesperson, and next thing you know, how many offers did you end up with?
We had 6 offers from media companies across the country, and we read every contract over and over again. They're pretty similar.
And it was really hard because we were thrilled that anyone would be interested in the film, right?
Well, see, it's one thing to make an independent movie. A lot of people making independent movies, and bravo for that.
Yep.
But to make an epic independent movie is unheard of almost.
Right.
You don't have the budget. We didn't have the budget for it, but we had people that cared about the story.
Right.
That volunteered their time and services.
Oh, so many.
And that's the only way we could make a film that's 2 hours and 45 minutes long and covers a period of 3 or 4 years of history. So it was amazing all the way around, from the actors to the people behind the scenes, and Angela going forth out and to the Hollywood arena to see what the market would bear. I mean, nobody was more surprised than I was, and
so what we would do, just to give you the idea of what happens at that point, they set up a lot of interviews with these individuals, and we had to interview them, and we had to talk with them, and every single person that we talked to was interested in. And it was hard to make a decision, but we did, and we're excited. And one thing I wanted to mention is that a lot of people don't know what's going on with that, but a lot of the film is on. You can stream it on Amazon, on Walmart. I saw it was on Best Buy, but it's streaming all over the world, right?
Well, it's streaming, like you said, on Walmart, and I think Redbox is streaming, but Amazon is sales, iTunes United States, iTunes United Kingdom, iTunes Australia. They are selling it. Amazon is selling it and does not stream, I don't think. And so according to the contract, it is essentially available in 32 global markets. I heard the other day that one of the most popular places buying Baldknobber is in Norway. I haven't yet figured that out, but
we love our friends in Norway.
There you go. I'm going there in a week or two just to say thank you.
Wait, am I? No.
Oh, yeah, you could go.
Anyway, one thing that we would ask though, and I'm going to ask it. He hasn't asked me to say this, but if you go on Amazon or Facebook or something, a lot of people are streaming it, but they're not leaving reviews, and that would help so much because so many people have written reviews. But if anyone knows the world of Amazon, if you don't have reviews on there, it's hard. It's really hard to get your ranking up in the listings. So I know he would be so appreciative of that. So I hope that was okay for me to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Anything that'll make my life better, it's okay for you.
Really? Okay. Well, let me tell you what we're doing today. And so anyway, before I tell you kind of what we're doing, we're actually working on other film projects.
Right.
We created, my husband, Daryl Sauber, and I were producers on this with Michael, but we created Chapters of Hope and Healing. And again, my passion is helping people in life. And I came up with this idea because we're hoping to get it on a television network, primarily because when you're going through a difficult time, sometimes we don't... our friends and family get tired of hearing things or hearing us complain. Sometimes we don't go to social support groups or things like that. And so I think you'll be really excited. If you go to chaptersofhopeandhealing.com, actually you'll see a trailer of that project. We have 14 episodes in pre-production, and we're pretty excited about where that's going. Again, at the end of the day, it's all about helping people. And we'll give you a hint. The first episode is on 4 women, and it is 2 women who are divorced and 2 women who are widowed. One is younger, one is older, and it shows the picture of and the stories of what happened to them, how they got through it, what advice they would give to someone that's going through it now, and what you can do as a person that maybe knows somebody who's going through it, but you don't know how to respond. And you'll be blown away with the first episode.
Yeah, let me just say that I edited the program, and it was amazingly emotional, and I was surprised at my own emotions at the stories of these ladies. And I mean, they're not superheroes and that kind of thing. They're your average mom in situations that overnight became very difficult for them. And the way they told their stories, it was just...
From the heart.
Yes, it was like a member of your own family telling you.
And as a matter of fact, one of the women that is in the film is my husband's mother, and he was even surprised at the emotions, and he was moved to tears from it. So if that, we hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on. So we have that project, and then we're also writing a film called Dismissed. I'm so excited about it. Michael knows it's a true story, and we're working on that right now. So that's going on in the film world. But today, he's helping me. We're going to be talking about Refocus, the Creative Office. It's basically products that make your life easier, and all of our products are through the eyes of a child with ADHD. That website is Time to Refocus, TIME, the number 2, refocus.com. But we're going to talk more about that. But we just wanted to tell you kind of what Michael's been working on, what he's working on. He's got another film, My Mother's Sons. My Mother's Sons in production now.
Yeah. I think it's 32 scenes. We have about 19 to go. And it's a true story of 3 little boys growing up in a more innocent time, and the things they got away with and things they didn't get away with. No cell phones, no television.
Wait, that was your life. What year was that?
1863. So.
I'm kidding. Anyway, but
I'm 146.
But his website is Bear Creek Productions.
BearCreekProductions.com. You can go and see information on My Mother's Sons, or look for us on Facebook. We're doing what we did with Baldknobber. We try to take people with us on the set, show what goes on behind the scenes, and that's how we built a really good following, all in all, through all the different kinds of social media, and including Facebook and the websites. We had at least 77,000 people that were at least touched by Baldknobber in some way or another
Yeah.
and begin to follow us. So that's what we're trying to do with this movie too.
And truly, I can say, just as a friend, as an actor, and somebody that's known Michael, every single person that follows him on Facebook, he doesn't look. He's not the kind of person that looks at it for, oh, we've reached so many numbers, we've reached so many likes. It's not about that. It's just that he appreciates the support, and there's not one person he does not appreciate.
That's right. Even my brother.
That's right.
But that's a whole nother story.
No, but you do.
No, I do.
It's very touching. So we got a lot going on. We appreciate your support, and I hope you in your life have a friendship like this. We don't see each other all the time, but we're always there for each other.
Yeah, we're, even when we're not talking, we're almost talking spiritually because we know we have each other's back.
That's right. So, and if you don't have somebody like that in your life right now, I would encourage you to reach out to somebody and connect with them, and you'd be surprised where it will go.
Sounds good. I like it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.